again, and I don't remember why I came. You told me, chat, to not just hear that wonderful melody? Really?
You gotta put it top or something?
So they can't hear me go, I'm half the man I used to be. Do you believe in me? 'Cause I'm half the man I used to be. You tell me they missed out on all that sweetness? Damn. Oh,
Back up a little bit.
they can hear me. Okay, yeah, back up a little bit.
Turn it down, turn it down.
Maybe it'd be smart to put me down. I did not mean to blast you guys in the ear. We are trying our best here. That being said, today has been a lovely day. Like I was saying, Star Wars, right? Star Wars has changed a lot, like myself. For those of you that have been around for years upon years, and some of you who've been around for a decade that I've been around on the block, some of you remember back when I was like fucking 500 goddamn pounds. Like, holy shit. Now we're down to like half the man we used to be, just like I was singing a moment, you know? By the way, hit, nudge, nudge. That might be the next video that I do for, not maybe not the next video, but the next cover video I do, you know? Half the man I used to be, because literally, in terms of number and body mass, I am half the fucking man I used to be. And that's no short extension to that word whatsoever. I'm like 256 pounds right now. I was 511 at my heaviest. I am literally fucking half the man I used to be. Can we just take a moment to just feel good about that one right there? Hallelujah. Your man has made a fucking major change. And you know what? I ain't going to be done until I'm down to 200. To when I basically lost 2 whole people's worth of weight. That's the plan, my friends. That's the plan. Sorry about that. You see, it's a process. And processes exist no matter where we look, right? And you see, Star Wars has had to evolve. It's a process where it's changed. Back in the day, we remember the stories of the Yuuzhan Vong, the story of Kyle Katarn. Gosh, I wish I had my cup of water real quick. But the story of Kyle Katarn. We all remember Mara Jade Skywalker, for those of us that have been around the block for a while. But, you know, Disney has done away with a lot of these stories and is, well, they'll adapt little bits and parts of these stories, but they're not going to give us the full what we want necessarily, right, as older fans. But what we have to understand is that Star Wars has gone through a complete metamorphosis, right? It has had to change with the times to survive with the times. Think about that, right? If you don't do that in life, you don't have survival of the fittest. And that's honest to God the saying. That's a real true saying right there we need to go back to living to, you know? Survival of the fittest. Or at least the hunkiest chunky dude. Which is me. A hunky chunky. Is that going to be a new term now? The new Johnny Bravo. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Oh, it's a beautiful day, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful freaking day. It's actually one of those rare days where I'm wearing my father's rings. For those of you who don't know about that, I have a ring that I rarely fucking wear. It's my dad's ring. Bless his heart. Rest in peace, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, man. But the thing is, right, this ring's very special to me. And a little story behind this is during season 3 of Fish Tank's filming, right, there came a point where we were on an RV trip. We were in Vegas, and it's just after filming. It's like the day after, and we were at the mall. We were walking around with Jet and Ben. It was me, Jet, Ben, Luke, Binks, Bert, and I think one other person was with us, maybe. Yeah. I feel bad because sometimes the name escapes me, but he was with us too. We were walking around. That was when I got my Balenci bag, which is like the most bougiest item I own. I didn't have to drop a penny on it. Fucking Jet and Ben went to the Balenciaga store out there, and low-key, they bought like a bunch of shit. And apparently they were willing to ship everything else they had bought, but that one particular bag. And Ben just kind of came out and was like, oh, I'm not going to carry this fucking thing around. They're not going to fucking ship it for me, you know? Anyone want this fucking bag? I took it because, dude, I'm in fucking pants that are barely able to stay on my ass. Give me that. Let me put my wallet in it. Let me put my phone in it. Let me have the freedom to walk without my pants at my ankle. And that's a good fucking problem to have when you've lost a lot of fucking weight. You realize that? But anyhow, we were on this trip, and for those of you who know about this ring's history, you know this ring was bent. Like, ever since I was a little tiny kid and first got this ring. It has been bent and out of shape. Well, during season 3, I stopped in at this booth. We were on our way to leave, and we're in the mall. And I wish I still had the guy's card. I lost the card. But there's this gentleman out in the Vegas, that one real big mall with like the little fucking Roman village inside of it. He runs a kiosk. Good guy. I lost the fucking card. I probably got it saved as a photo somewhere on my phone. I'll look it up later tonight and see if I do. Went up to him. Said, hey man, I know this ring's probably nothing, particularly expensive or anything, super duper fancy, because it's literally just, a personal piece. But could you fix this ring? And he was like, yeah, I could totally do it. I could do it overnight. And I was like, damn, my flight's actually tonight. And my friends are like trying to rush to go. I was hoping to get this done quickly. He goes, do me a favor, say 15 minutes, $25, I'll take care of it for you. Honest to God, sweetheart, not only did he fix it, he polished it for me and everything. Like, this thing is the cleanest it has been in over 20 years, my friend. I tell you what, man. Next time I'm in Vegas, I remember exactly where the kiosk was. Next time I'm in Vegas, I gotta stop in and see him again. Because, dude, he didn't care this wasn't a diamond ring. And mind you, it was one of those kiosks that are really fucking nice. The guy's actually, like, decently dressed. The kiosk actually looks fucking nice, right? So, he literally took in a ring that's probably worth, when it comes to money, probably barely $100. And was totally willing to fix that up for me, which is awesome. And a lot of you will say, oh, money's money, right? Nah, because homie literally said, oh, he came to me to get this done. He's got to leave early. I'm going to take care of him real quick. I can get this done and hammered out. Boom. Lickety split. Done. I'm telling you, man. You meet some of the kindest people in the most random of fucking places. Sin City. Yeah, probably found one of the kindest souls that day. Let me tell you that one. Oh, makes me want to tear up with my heart just melting and how nice that was. Man, I can't even lie. Say what you want, right? I love this ring. Fuck, what were we talking about in particular? We were going on about a lot of shit right now. And I'm going to be honest, right? I had me a little bit of a special session before the show. We'll try to dumb it down because, we just don't want to make our censors mad, okay? That being said, we had our special session before stream. And your boy is feeling nice and special right now. That being said, let's talk about, in general, right? Let's talk about music. Let's talk about fucking music, okay? Let's talk about the fact that, like, if you're a supervillain, okay, Here's a really good D&D campaign out there for you up-and-coming DMs, all right? And this one is really going to fuck with you. And just hear me out, all right? If you want to be a truly successful villain, I'm talking pure fucking evil, you destroy all forms of art and music, and you destroy the methods in which you make them. Once you destroy the method you make them, you destroy those with the knowledge to make it. You cut their ability to create music to inspire them in song. cut their ability to make art to inspire them through painting or through other means, you have a demoralized public, not just a fucking demoralized military. That is true fucking evil. When you can think of a very convoluted, dark, and evil way to fuck with society like that, that's true evil, my friend. How have we not had a villain like that yet? How have we not had a villain in cinema history with the specific goal of destroying creativity? Because once creativity's gone, like that is a core fucking aspect of humanity. That is what motivates us to change. That is what motivates us to create. That is what motivates us to survive. Pure, unadulterated, create fucking-tivity. You destroy their ability to create. You destroy their ability to be inspired. You destroy their ability to be inspired. Well, you can never lose. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all want a chance to be able to, put your own 2 cents in, just know that TTS is currently active. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to hear it, you know what I'm saying? That being said, let's talk about other stuff real quick. First off, let's talk about, well, let's go back to this idea of the villainy, right? The whole villain arc thing. As I said, destroy their ability to be creative. You destroy their ability to inspire. You destroy their ability to inspire. You destroy their ability to have a reason to rebel. And, that's a really solid, villain type of thing. You could literally make a story about a bunch of bards fighting against something like that. You know what I'm saying? And the reason, right, I'm in such a huge D&D kick is I've got a game I'm going to be DMing for here in the future, and it's a very special one, and I'm actually fairly excited for this one. I haven't DM'd in, well over 10 years, right? Well over 10 fucking years. And what little DMing experience I do have has always been just kind of one-shots, and thank the Lord it's just going to be a one-shot, because I could not run a multi-year campaign like a lot of you amazing DMs out there that can. That being said, for those of you who don't understand some aspects about Dungeons and Dragons, right, which is what D&D is, let's go over a few things, right? A couple of you guys might be out there kind of questioning some things. So just to start with, right, a DM, right, that is the dungeon master, that is the guy who is guiding the story, who's basically God, in a sense, for your world. He's guiding the actions of all these other beings of your world, and you are in their story as characters crafting your own tale. Well, technically, right, if you're a DM, the idea is the story revolves around the characters, not around the story you create, right? Because you could sit there and make an amazing story about, a fucking storm-controlling dragon, right? But it's not always going to translate. So you kind of have to be open to changes on the fly when you're doing stuff like that. That being said, another aspect is, communication. So guys, if you want to be able to chat with me, there's a very simple way. All right? Number one, we got TTS. And that bad boy plays nice and loud. And number two, if you're on YouTube, well, we have super chats. Which, super chats are just super. No, I'm kidding. No, super chats are amazing. It's just like TTS. And again, we got the voice that goes over. We have sound effects and shit. It is a good time no matter how you look at it, right? That being said, skibbity that bop bop doo. Let's talk about a good, earnest, wholesome life story, all right? I used to do a lot of those back in the day, and we're going to talk about one that I don't talk about too often. And it's one that, how do I say it? It's one that I've kept to myself I've maybe mentioned it once or twice in passing. But I think you guys are going to love this. And there's going to be a little explanation, right? I need to explain briefly a little bit about this story. It's a little backup, all right? So back in the day, I used to live on this amazing street, or it's called Mingus. And down the road from this road was a Denny's. It was literally just up the road, make a right, go down the road, left into the parking lot. And every fucking Sunday, my dad would take off work. My father owned his own business. He was a drywaller, Lafon's Drywall. Literally, look up the name of the show, Lafon, Live with Lafon. Lafon's Drywall was his company. Anyhow, he would take his Sundays off. And at the time, right, we had inherited that house in, I believe it was 05, 06, when my grandmother had passed away. My mother's side grandmother. We moved into that house, and then for about 2 years while he was alive, every Sunday we would take this old golf cart we had. And as a way for me to learn to drive, I would drive me and him every Sunday up to Denny's to get our breakfast. Every freaking Sunday. And we would go for a good hour and a half, 2 hours. And I'm getting carried away, right? And this Denny's had a parking lot that was literally right on a little hill. That was about 30, 40 feet longish. And it was at maybe I want to say 38 to 42 degree decline down this hill, right? It's not like a fucking hill where if this golf cart goes rolling down at a neutral, it's going to go like 50 miles an hour, but it'll get up to about 10, 15 if you're not careful. And the thing is, right at the foot of the hill, just goes right into the highway, right onto I-94. Or is it I-97? I think it's either I-94 or I-97. I get it mixed up sometimes now that I haven't lived in Michigan for so long. But it goes right into the highway. And it's the chunk of highway, which is just before the exit ramp, which people would use to get to this Denny's in particular. So we go to park the golf cart. I think I have the parking brake on. I think I have it put in forward, so there's the emergency brake kicking in. Lo and behold, I made a dumber mistake than Patrick when he said, "You said west? I thought you said east." No, this is not a Mr. Krabs. No, that's west, Patrick. No, this is, you meant to leave it in forward, but you put the bitch in neutral, and you didn't fully compress the goddamn parking brake. So we stepped off the damn thing. Front end pointed toward the highway. To which, never making that fucking mistake again. And, we're stepping towards Denny's, and we just hear thunk, because it has to fucking bump a little bit on the bottom of the chassis on the lip of the hill, right? So we just hear a thunk, and then we turn around, it's going down the hill. My dad just screams, "Christopher, cart!" We turn around, we are booking it down this fucking hill. Grab the son of a bitch. I'm sitting there basically barely able to do a thing, sliding my ass on this hill, holding the golf cart the best I can. My dad is doing most of the goddamn work, trying to reach in to throw this bitch in fucking reverse and push down the gas pedal to help us, for dear fucking Christ's sake. Lo and behold, we slowed it down. We got it pretty much to a stop. And that is when by the way, ladies and gentlemen, just to remind you, we got to act in TTS, ladies and gentlemen. That being said, as I was saying, right, we were able to get it to stop. And that's when they're able to fucking get one of them. I forget if it was me or him that got immediately in it, right? But as soon as we got to stop, one of us jumped in, popped it in the fucking reverse, got it to completely stop, Then what we did, which was fucking dangerous, right? It's dangerous. It's like interrupting a motherfucker with a TTS, right? But the thing is, it was dangerous because we literally pulled it onto the highway and then just went up the exit ramp. But you had to drive. Hold on, let me see that. Hold on, I'm gonna be honest, right? Something that you gotta know that's a surprise is the fact that we just got a beautiful raid, my friends. We did. We just got a beautiful raid. So to all our beautiful brand new viewers, welcome. Welcome to the chaotic show that is, of course, live on Lafon. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, continuing on, as an introduction, in this show we like to just have some fun, shoot the shit, enjoy yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. That being said, to all our new viewers, if you don't know who I am, my name's Chris, and I've got the screen name Airsoft Fatty. I've been at this for over 10 years now. And you know what? We have a good time typically. We try to have good vibes and, enjoy ourselves. That being said, that's one of my sayings. That's something I always say a lot is, that being said. I use that as like a conjuncture. For those of you wondering, why does he say a lot? A lot of it's for like conjuncture for me, right? It's me buying a second to think. And someone that really should take some time to think, and I mean really, really think, has got to be someone I used to do some work with. Someone who some would argue helped make me who I am to an extent. But someone that I would argue really needs a good kick in the ass right now. So I'm going to do the smart thing, like a father, and remove my ring my jewelry as we deliver this verbal lesson to our friend here. So let's talk about iDubbbz for a moment, okay? Let's talk about iDubbbz. Let's talk about the fact he canceled Creator Clash 3. Oh my God. You fucked up that badly. Oh, contraire, my friend. Allow me to give you a crash course lesson, my friend. Because I gotta be honest with you, right? Ian is one of those people who, you know those rich motherfuckers who make all those, ads and they talk about their classes, right? Oh, if you want to learn to get rich quick, take my fucking class, right? Ian needs to start one of those, but he needs to make a class on how to completely fuck your life up by just choosing to fuck one ugly bitch. Now, look, all right, far be it from me to throw judgment, because I ain't the prettiest looking bastard on the block. But Ian, my guy, let's be honest, a few years back, before you got with her, to put it in a boxing terminology, right, since you love to box so much, right, I guess you like getting your ass kicked more than actually boxing per se, but, to put it in terms you might understand here, you were a boxer in your league to a point where you could have punched way above your height. You could have been punching upwards and winning and getting you a tall, nice baddie. But instead, you punched down and got yourself a trad wife, bro. You got yourself a bitch that ain't looking out for you, that wants to see your downfall, man. Think about this for a moment. Creator Clash. That was your fucking baby. It's canceled. Gone. Done. Epic 3. Uno, dos, tres. And you didn't even get a full fucking trilogy. Are you kidding me? You didn't get a full fucking trilogy, homie. That's like if the Star Wars prequels came out and Lucas said, nah, Attack of the Clones didn't do shit. We gotta stop making Revenge of the Sith. This shit ain't working. Nah, homie, you fucked up bad, man. I'm gonna be honest, right? Let's be blunt. I was about to say you had a chance to turn this around. Homie, you never even had a chance to get this to go right. Let's put it like this. I did the national anthem for you pretty much for completely free. You covered my flight. You got me a fucking room for the night. That was it. You didn't get me dinner. You didn't call me anything. I came and did that for free. And then after fucking doing that, right? After doing that, probably giving you your most fucking viral moment of Creator Clash, you know what happened? You know what happened? Our gaslighting. That's what fucking happens, ladies and gentlemen. No, but you know what fucking happens? You do that for a motherfucker, and then he blocks you on every fucking thing. Blocks you on every fucking thing. Never talks to you again. Hey, Ian. Even though people on the internet, people who cover your ass, don't give me the microphone. Oh, I'm gonna call out some people too. Cause y'all want some dirt. Y'all motherfucking commentary people want dirt. But y'all motherfucker don't realize that content cop sucks so much worse than y'all actually think, man. Oh my God. First off, let me address content cop for a second, all right? For a second here. What the fuck was that? Like, Ian, what the fuck was that? That was not content cop. That was, I'm a cuck. Take a look at my cuck hole. That's what the fuck that was, man. That's what the fuck that was. Technical difficulties, we're fixing them. But like I said, that's what that fucking was, man. Now let me tell you something, okay? How the fuck are you gonna have me do that? So let me get back to the point, right? Let me get back to the point. There's a lot of people that cover Ian, right? There's a lot of people that cover Ian. And you know who's one person who's covered Ian, who has utterly mopped the floor with him? And I'm talking, took in a mop bucket and tossed it on the floor, who's probably done more damage than I could have possibly ever done to Ian. That's Ethan. He's three. By the way, Ethan, if you ever want to have me on the show to talk and, shoot the shit, I'm down. And I get it, right? You said at one point this week, you said something along the lines of like, you don't want to sit there and just beat a dead horse when it comes to Ian. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm that sick motherfucker that'll beat a dead horse until that motherfucker wakes back up, goes nays, and then dies again. Okay? I will forever chase down Ian. Because you know what? That motherfucker fucked more than just creator clash up, man. I did that documentary for you for free. Here's the best part, right? So as I was mentioning, right, the people that cover the shit, they never cover the shit that I release, the dirt that I put out there. But hear me out, right? Hear me out. As fucked as I might feel on the internet, at least I didn't make like Ian and fuck over those fighters so badly. The people who busted their ass, you know what I'm saying? And not only the people that busted their ass, right? But the charities, the people who donated, the people you lied to, Ian. Again, this is a big snowball he's been dealing with. I know we keep jumping, right? But the thing is, it's been such a huge fucking snowball rolling down the hill. I just want to ask, right? People say Ian's a snake. People say Ian's a snake. Some say a worm. But I say he's a snail. Because he seems real slow to learn things in life. But Ian, if you're out there, I don't hate you. I just feel bad for you, man. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk. Let's hopefully change things for you. Okay? Think about that for a moment. Let's make you a beast. You know what I'm saying? Like LA Beast, you know what I'm saying? Make you strong. Get you loud. Get you an iron gut. Because obviously you like fucking getting punched in it so much. But no, straight up, if you guys have never heard of LA Beast, by the way, I love that guy. He's one of like the two competitive eaters / strikers that I actually pay attention to. It's him and then it's Chugs. You know, the Badlands Chugs. It's him and Badlands Chugs that I pay attention to, you know? By the way, you know, I want to shout out another person here tonight. Someone special who's been working with the channel for a while, helping us out, and who's been a big supporter for a while. Ryuzaki Sims, man, we love you, dude. Hopefully you're out there enjoying your night tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, another person we got to shout out is you guys in particular, is chat itself. You lovely motherfuckers, whether you're reviewing on YouTube, reviewing on Twitch, you guys are tuning in, showing nothing but love. And if there's one final thing I can say to Ian, and then I'm going to hop off this dead horse, because the defibrillator's already been shocked. So I already went nay. And I've already basically popped and back to death. Ian, I really and truly do not hate you, per se. But how does it feel to have one of your most boisterous haters be your most viewed video's subject? How does it feel to have one of your most boisterous haters be your most viral Creator Clash moment? By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta ask this real quick, and I don't want to start no war, right? I'm not, I'm not the type of guy that likes to go starting shit. But I gotta ask you guys, right? What's better, Twitch or YouTube? Which site's better to enjoy the stream on? We need to see a fucking battle go down right now. I'm pretty sure we have a way to see it. You know what I'm saying? I need to fucking know right now, is it Twitch or YouTube that's better? Twitch or YouTube? Is it the site where I got my blood filling my veins from? Or is it Twitch? The purple site. Come on, YouTube. Don't be a bitch now. We gotta see flame emojis. We gotta see orange flame emojis on YouTube for YouTube. Purple flame emojis on Twitch for Twitch. We have a special filter on our chat here on our end. And it tells us where a commenter is commenting from. And I just need to see it right now. We need to see either purple or blue emojis for Twitch, orange or red fire emojis for YouTube. We gotta see this shit. We gotta see it right now. Hold up. I'll even pull it up right now. I'll pull it up on my phone real quick. Hold up. Right here. I got my phone right here. Right here's my phone. Let's pull up YouTube first. Let's see the YouTube chat real quick. Ooh, we got some people spamming the flames. We got a lot of people spamming the flames. Here, we get some flames going. Get some flames going. All right, we're getting a nice flow of some fire going here. Let's go over to Twitch chat here on my phone. Again, I'm looking at this on my phone here. Let's check out the Twitch chat here, pulling it up. Let's see how much purple fire we're getting here. If it'll load it. Oh, it's loading it, baby. It's loaded. Oh, God. I can't tell who's doing better. Is it Twitch with their purple and blue flames? Or YouTube with their orange and red? Because, like, that's a lot of fire over on Twitch. That's pretty thermonuclear. But then I'm not going to lie. Nagasaki's big man bomb might actually be kind of jealous of YouTube's flames right now. You guys, y'all got to get going, man, on Twitch. You got to back them up. Back yourselves up, homies. Homies on Twitch got to back each other up and put the purple flames in chat, man. We need purple fire. Purple flame, oh, purple flame. And YouTube, don't take that as me trying to favoritism, man. Y'all better get down with the tism. Y'all better be hitting them red and orange flames, too. We see both of you. Shit, we'd hear all of you if you threw a TTS on. We'd hear that voice loud and clear. Look at that fire. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Twitch, how we doing here on Twitch? My phone's about to fucking die here, so I need to see a bleeding fucking warrior between Twitch and YouTube. I need to see the purple flame. Oops. I need to see the orange and the red flames, man. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope y'all are doing well. I hope y'all are doing good. Because you know why? You know why? Because Father Time sometimes hits us in the face. Sometimes smacks you in the face. When Father Time smacks you in the face, my friend, well, that's when you just gotta live your life and enjoy it. Now, let's talk for a second, right? Let's act like, it's been 5 years of this Twitch versus YouTube war going on, right? It's been years, these orange and red flames flying about, all the purples and blues booming and banging. But my question's this. Who is going to come out on top? Who's going to be the winner? Will it be the YouTube side of things or Twitch? Because if you want your team to win, then you better fly them colors, baby. Fly them colors. We'll put this back on. Fly them colors. You know what? I'll give you guys a little bit of ocean knowledge here, okay? Like an old man passing on some wisdom. So what you're going to want to do is fly them colors. Well, fly them colors like you're flying your country's flag when you're a ship out in the ocean. There's a real quick fun fact before we move on to the next subject here. And that is this. In the ocean, if you are flying or you are in a commercial ship, right? Say you're on a cruise. The laws that you would follow are the laws that ship's flag flies, right? The flag the ship flies is the laws they follow. That's why you see a lot of them fly like Singaporean flags.
Streamlabs.
Not as many regulations, right?
Streamlabs.
That being said, the next thing you want to talk about is the content cop, the recent one, right? The whole Ethan Klein content cop, and I want to discuss why that's. Honestly, a lot of people say it's not a content cop. It doesn't fit the energy. I say it does. I say content cop was never fucking good. It's boring. I never paid a fucking attention to iDubbbz growing up much. I heard of him, seen one or two of the clips, right? Don't get me wrong, right? But let me tell you something. I did watch the Ethan one, and it is so bad that I don't really want to devote too much attention to it. But something that I will say is I have never seen a video where there has been more consistent backstabbing, bridge burning. You know what I'm saying? It's like having a TTS on with no filter. We got a filter, but we do have TTS on. We do have a filter. We do have TTS on, for Pete's sake. That being said, what was I saying basically? He screwed the pooch. He shat the bed, pissed in the Cheerios. He uh-oh'd in his SpaghettiOs. Basically, yeah. If you want a crash course, free crash course on how to not fuck your life up, number one, just watch his whole downfall. Number two, listen to the people on TTS because they know exactly what they're saying. They're dropping money to say it, so they better know what they're saying. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully we're all having a good night. Let's not focus completely on drama, right? Let's not give... Like I said, right, we beat the dead horse, took the defibrillator to it. The defibrillator gave us a nay, and then it fucking died again.
Danuki has just tipped $2 through Super Chat. You're the next Larry King. Airsoft. One love.
The next Larry King. Interesting.
Jimbo_Bunsen has just tipped $3. Without YouTube and Ian, ironically, I never would have known about you and Sam. Your arc has been amazing to see. We love you, brother. Here is $3 measly. I'm poor.
Don't say measly because every cent ends up helping the show, and it's a show of love, my friend. Never feel bad about the low amount, because them low amounts sometimes are the biggest amounts of love you can give. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, TTS is active, and if you want to help us out, share us around too. That being said, I'm glad at the fact that, to respond to one dude, right? I'm glad that I had the chance to work with Ian when I did, right? But these days, it's not as easy to look back on because you realize he was using you for a joke and then tossed you aside. But that's okay because I'm like Leonidas. I'm a king. I'm ruling a new country now. And I don't want to go to war with King Ian. I'd rather make peace, But, well, if every messenger he sends is deaf, dumb, blind, and stupid, how's the message going to go out there? His advice, I talk about advice, right? The advice that Ian offered me back in the day, it sucked pure ass. We're talking sea lamprey clamped on your ass type of suck
Nick
ass.
Acorn has just tipped $2 Canadian through Super Chat. Keep it up, G, you're killing it. How is Robert?
Fuck yeah, we love you, gay porn. And Robert's doing good. Last time I checked, he was having fun playing games. Yes, I just put that clip out there. It's fucking funny, fuck you. That being said, Ian, you gotta hear me out, man. Number one, your content cop sucks. Number two, your viewers fucking sucked, man. Let me tell you something. I love mine, but, Nick Akron. Oh, it's Nick Akron, not. Oh, we love you, Nick. We love you, bro. That being said, Ian, the content cop completely sucked. The advice you tried to give me back in the day fucking sucked. The way you've treated your friends fucking sucked. Still sucks. But, you know what you could have done to help yourself? You could have listened to when your mama told you when we were young. She said, sit beside her. Oh, won't you, son? And listen to this. And what I say, and it'll help you on one YouTube day. Oh yeah. Do. Wait, what? Nick the Prick Akron's here. What? Motherfucker, what? What? Homie! That being said, remember this part of the song, Ian. Remember this one. Don't waste your time. All rich man's gold. 'Cause all it need is in your soul. Find you a woman, not an Esau.
Ikester has just tipped $2 through Super Chat.
Not
Can
with
you
an
do your
Esau.
best Drew Carey impression?
Drew Carey. See, some of these people, they bring up actor names, and I don't know their names, but I know some of their roles. Homie, you got to throw another GTS and tell me about some of them roles, because I ain't gonna remember Drew Carey from the name, man. You're gonna have to name off some songs, some roles, something, or if one of my crew members happens to know me, I am. By the way, TTS, ladies and gentlemen, is on. So it's GTS, you know what I'm saying? But seriously though, impressions, damn, that's a good thing to go on there. There's a lot of impressions I can do, right? I can kind of do like a really good dragon, you know. Wait, you know that's an interesting point, right? Because I always wondered, you know, with a name like Drew Carey, you know, now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, is that a lesbian? Is Drew Carey like some sort of famous lesbian, like Leslie Snipes? You know what I'm saying? Or like, wait. Oh! The freaking parrot from Aladdin! Okay, that's Drew fucking Perry or Gary or whatever the fuck his name is. I like him. He's a funny actor. He's very funny. Very freaking funny! Can the funny guy get his cup of water? By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I must remind you that I am Drew Barry Carey dairy from Mary Canary, bitch. I don't give a fuck what sincerity, clarity. Motherfucker needs some claritin. Otherwise, he's gonna go ring-a-ding-ding at his dinner time with his type of crazy frog shit. Woo! Just left the video game. We high on life today. High on motherfucking life. Oh, that being said, Rick, I hope that you understand, Rick, that I sound like shit right now, Rick. Like a PS2 version of myself, Rick. What the fuck? What the fuck? Someone that threw the what? So wait. Is this a photo of your daddy that left to get milk like 30 years ago? Let me see if this fits.
Jimbo_Bunsen has just tipped $3. Gilbert Godfrey did that fake voice his whole life. He didn't actually sound that way. Imagine that?
Yeah, I know. I know, it's fucking nuts. I've seen interviews where he would use his real voice. It's fucking nuts. Hold on, let me try this real quick. Oh shit! What the fuck? I seem to have broken oh wow, that smells so weird. Wow, that smells like
Eichster
Robert
has just
after a
tipped
fucking
$2
workout.
through Super Chat. You nailed it. Good job, Drew.
Why does it smell like Robert after a nasty workout? Oh my god. How the fuck am I supposed to tie this? There's this. Oh god, and then you can't see shit. Oh my god, how do I get this on? Hello? Ah, motherfucker! Hello, Jet. Hi. Oh, let's try again. Hold up. All right, come on. Hey, fixed it, I think. Oh my god. I just thought of something. Hold on. My super alter ego is Darth Vader. But during the day, my name is Darth Tax Evader, working with the IRS to catch all the tax evaders. With the dark side of the Force! What? You thought I was a burn victim underneath this, like Anakin? That motherfucker never looked good. I'm damn right sexy. And that's the damn truth. And I wouldn't have me some pretty boy looking son. No. My genes are strong, gruff. Put some hair on the chest. I ain't no schmood baby bottom arms anywhere. Ain't some bitch that's being led by some old green man the size of a raisin's asshole. Do you guys really want to give the crazy guy a blunt object that's heavy at the stop? This is like a fucking actual wow. That could actually wow. Zombie apocalypse.
Street
starts.
Fighter
I'm
2
grabbing
has just tipped
this.
$5 through Super Chat. Drop that controller, man. For the next 5 seconds, you're a sitting duck. Do you still talk to your friend Mike that was starting all those fires in your backyard in your Full Force documentary? That guy was cool.
What? 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 One of the studio puppies. Oh my. Do you want the stick? You want the stick? You want the big ass fucking stick? Go get it. Do not tell me she's actually gonna grab it. Oh my god, she actually was gonna get it. That's so cute. Oh, I love our studio puppies. Shout out to the studio puppies, man. They're always nothing but love and adorability. The one right there that reminds me of like a giant hot cocoa marshmallow. That one is Trinity. And then we got motherfucking Rico. And we got motherfucking Cody, the big boy over there, guarding the motherfucking face like a king, motherfucker. And you know what's crazy, right? Animals are a lot like Matt. Hold on, let me put my work uniform back on. Okay, let me put my work uniform back on. One moment. All right. Let's see if Padme remembers to charge this bad boy. You son of a bitch! This is not a chew toy. This is not a toy. This is not a toy. Oh, I couldn't see the mask.
Come on.
All right. Now that we had a little incident here, let's put it like this. We're going from Vader to BoJack. And I'm not talking BoJack from the Dragon Ball Z movies. We're talking Horseman. Yeah! Nay, motherfucker! I'm Ian's horse! I'm Ian's horse! God damn, it smells like a rat's asshole in this thing. I'm Ian's horse. Oh God, is this what it smells like to be Ian every day? Oh my God. I'm Ian's horse. I done died, got recombobulated, came back to life, died, got recombobulated again. Huh? I can't see shit. I'm gonna try to eat the microphone. Yum. Holy shit, I'm actually eating the fucking microphone right now. Oh my God, you guys are hearing me loud and clear probably right now. Oh fuck. Oh, it is hot in this bitch. That looks what? Hold on. That was... Try to see through this damn thing. What was that? What was that, motherfucker? Nay, bitch! Nay! Okay, let me get this bitch off. Let's try it. Shit. Ah!
It's intermission time, folks. So hurry, hurry, hurry. Step right over to our refreshment center for the most extravagant array of refreshment goodies ever assembled under one roof.
All of my successes depend on me. I'm the man who has the ball. I'm the man who can throw it faster than fuck. So that is why I am better than everyone in the world. Kiss my ass and suck my dick, everyone. You've reached the end of set number 3.
What?
I'm walking here. You're fucking out. I'm fucking in.
Walking? I play real sports. I'm not trying to be the best at exercising.
I'm Airsoft fucking Fatty, and I'm very upset with how I'm acting right now. Well, shit, man.
Attention, the store will be closing in 5 minutes.
You're listening to the audiobook, You're Fucking Out, I'm Fucking In, by Kenny Powers. Narrated by Kenny Powers.
A lot of people ask me, Kenny Powers, you're a giant star. You get any woman. Have you ever paid for sex? And the answer is yes, I have. Several times, in fact. And it's actually kind of cool. You can negotiate practically anything, and sometimes even just kind of do stuff in the moment that you never agreed to pay for, and it goes by without much argument. You want to know about relationships?
American made, white, 9mm reinforced glass, lifetime warranty, and I threw it off a goddamn bridge and it fucking bounced! Max speaker, 18-inch glass. Speaker. Yeah, Max 18-inch.
We're sorry. All of our representatives are still assisting other customers. Please remain on the line as we value your call.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, there was a time in a galaxy not so far away, one in which where life became joy, joy became memory, and memory became a lifetime experience, to say the least. Sometimes in life, we must learn to laugh. Sometimes, we must learn to fight. Other times, we just gotta turn ourselves on and get them going, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes that's what you freaking need, yeah, you get it, yeah. I don't know why I'm fucking farting right now. Yes, we are champions, my friend. I don't know why I keep farting like that. I hear some sort of preschool shit.
Battery, please recharge.
Damn! Well, the Jedi with a dead lightsaber. It's like a homie being in the hood with an unloaded gun. Shit. Gonna pop off any second. Shorty knows what's up. Whew. We best pull that wand out. We best pull that wand out, Shorty. We best pull that wand out, Shorty. That motherfucking snaky-headed Shorty, Paul. That snaky-headed Shorty. The Shorty is a snaky head. Snaky head wants to say hi. Hi, guys. My mouth's open because I'm hungry. I'm a hungry snake. And I eat hungry snakes. Because I'm a hungry snake. You know what I'm saying? Wingardium Leviosa type shit. You know what I'm saying? That reminds me, right? Has anyone, considered, I don't know, the ability to craft your magical wand into other items? For example, right, they have this blaster, this gun, all right, in the current canon, right, in the comics, there's this gun. Jocasta uses this gun. And you take your lightsaber, right, load it into the gun, like a magazine, and it fires. And it uses your lightsaber. It uses your lightsaber like a magazine. It's a one-shot item, but yeah. All the wand is some metal and wood. So, does it not so to stand? Should it not so to stand that a student of a certain lineage, and we'll say a student of an American lineage, so to stand, could they not just create a firearm out of some magic wand wood, turning thus their firearm into a magic wand? Could I actually, Wingardium Leviosa you, with a Beretta 92? Because that would be interesting. And you wouldn't even be restricted to just old flintlocks either. You can get creative with the wood, right? You could make wooden grips and put them on a fucking 1911. Shit, you can make some wood furniture for an AK, and then you have an AK-47 for a freaking wand. You know what I'm saying? That being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you now, snakes are a cool creature. Snakes are an amazing creature. You wanna know why? Somehow, right? No arms, no legs. To our knowledge, no soul sentience, right? And not exactly smart. Whoa, hey! How we doing, Tree? How we doing? Coming in here messing with shish.
Come on.
Gotta do your thing, Trins. Easy. If we're gonna use proper English terminology, these bitches be interrupting the show. And yes, we're using proper scientific terminology here. Because that there is an actual female dog. That is not us using a derogatory term for a female. That is legitimately the scientific term for a female dog. Cody,
Cody, stop.
Rico. Jesus. Fucking Rico, man. Him and Cody have been good friends lately. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, how we feeling? How we feeling? How we feeling? Are all of you doing good? If y'all want to know me, if y'all want me to know how you doing, you can always throw out a TTS. You know what I'm saying? That's active. Robotic voice that you can utilize to talk to us, like some disembodied DM attempting to talk to us through some NPC dialogue. You are our bartender sometimes. Now, I know some of you are kind of wondering, right? Questioning even. What's Lafon? Well, to put it quite bluntly, Lafon, that's me. Me. Myself. Me, oh me, me, my. That is me. Yes, Lafon is me. That is my last name. And it's a name that I inherited from my father. And it's a name I'm proud of, right? So I figure, why not be live with Lafon? You know what I'm saying? We were thinking about doing Lafon's Night Live, but, you know, we didn't want to impede on Saturday Night Live's thing, you know, SNL. Holy crud. That's something you gotta think of too, right? Some of these talk shows, right? They have been around for decades, right? They've got to be pissed that there's people on the internet who get more viewers than them consistently and do it with a hell of a lot less of a budget, right? Like, when's Hollywood gonna realize you want to save money on a talk show host? Just go hire H3H3. Go hire Asmongold. Personalities that hold an audience for some reason, right? That's what these Hollywood elitists want, right? They want audiences that stick around and drop their money. I mean, those two motherfuckers definitely proved it to you, right? But then again, you know, if people don't want to play it smart and would rather play like their names Anissa and Ian, then so be it. So motherfucking be it, right? Let me ask Chad something real quick, all right? If you could be reborn, not as an individual, but as a word, what word would it be? What word would it be? You know what my word would be? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Umbralulu umbulai, umbralulu umbulai, umbralulu umbulai, umbralulu umbulai. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no smoking. No smoking on set. We do not want our curtains that are green for our green screen to smell like green smoke. Okay? Want to make things look pretty, you know what I'm saying? It's like people who litter, right? People who litter get on my nerves sometimes, you know? Because it's just like there's only so many fucking states out there nowadays that are actually nice still, right? Like, I remember thinking to myself one day, if I ever do have a kid, right, that 1 in a million chance, what type of world do I want to leave that? And you really don't think about that kind of shit till you think about that kind of shit. And then you think about that kind of shit. And then it hits you. It hits you like a fireball in the middle of a propane gas-filled swamp.
Jimbo_Bunsen donated $1. What is your actual Twitter handle? I can't find it.
I think it should just be Airsoft Fatty, to be honest with you. Pretty sure it should be that. And we also have that stuff linked as well in our video links and things like that on YouTube and over on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to find it there easily. Something I want to talk about, right, is things that piss me off. And there's a small handful of things that get me, right? Start with, right, Twitter being changed to X. Elon Musk, no one's calling it X. No one's calling it X. You know who calls it X? X videos. X hamsters. Spring break on X. That's what you call X. It's Twitter, motherfucker. Bring back the Blue Jay. We missed the Blue Jay. Remember, guys, that if you're looking for me on Twitter or X, it's airsoft_fatty. F-A-T-T-Y, not P-H-A-T-T-Y. Gotta differentiate. Because one means super cool and one just means really huge. Which technically mean the same thing. But you know what else pisses me off quite a bit?
Urbans_Happy Fun Show donated $1. Love you. You look great.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. But I do need to talk about something that I hate. You know what I hate? It's the fact there's no motherfucking smoking on set. How the fuck am I supposed to be the guy that's here on set? I smoke a ton of weed, but I can't smoke no weed. I don't mean to sound like a Casey Tron, right? But I need my motherfucking weed, okay? And don't get me wrong, I'm not like Frogan about it when it comes to food. I don't need it like a buffet. I just need it like a 1950s husband coming home from work, getting his shot of vodka in, you know? Honey, is my shot of vodka in my coffee yet? No, dear. Oh, that's just fine and dandy. You know what I'm saying? Yo. No smoking on set. Yo. Yo, Caillou. We don't smoke on set, Caillou. We don't be smoking on... You motherfucker. You motherfucker. There's no smoking on set. You know what? Let's start with that. What makes you think you had a right to walk in here and have a smoke on my set? Who the fuck even are ya? Apparently I was gonna say good influence. But now you ain't a good one. You ain't a very good one, now are you? But who the hell are you? This man must be the sad man, 'cause he don't fucking talk much. He seems to be asleep up in that bitch. You ain't... Oh, you mother... This motherfucker! Wingardium Leviosa!
Urbans_Happy Fun Show donated $1. I'm giving you another $1, so once they demonetize this, you'll get paid at least something for it. So, at least hit the blunt. Big pimpin'.
How the fuck am I supposed to... Come on, don't do this, don't do this. Let's not rip it again, man. Oh, shit. We actually let me hit the blunt. Yo, to our people upstairs that mad I'm about to do this,
Mr. Him donated $1. Do a bong rip for the Texan kids who couldn't swim.
Woo! Woo! Gotta love a good butt. Ew, kicks you in your ass. Not like Gucci Berry who just gets kicked in the balls all the time, you know? And you want to get a good rap, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like Loose Leaf. People who support the channel, who are badass, you know, the people at Loose Leaf. I'm telling you right now, show them motherfuckers some love, man. Hook your boy up a lot. I tell you what, it's really only, it's one of the only 2 brands of fucking papers that I use. It's Loose Leaf, and then there's King Palms that I smoke on occasion, but like, my main thing, especially if I'm doing blunts with the friends, it's gotta be some Loose Leaf, man. I'll say it like this. It's not every day that I enjoy blood. Mainly because of tobacco. But when I do, and they enjoy the little bit of tobacco I get every so often, it's gotta be with some Loose Leaf. Smooth, relaxing, good taste. Makes it good. FlyQuest or BLG? That's a good question. That's a good question. Well, a FlyQuest, that kind of just sounds like, that kind of sounds like a D&D quest. It's just real chill, you know, real fly kind of quest. And the other thing, what was the other thing again? BLG? What's that supposed to mean? Wait, BLG? Big Latina girls? Hey, big Latina girls! I could use some BLGs in this bitch. Let's go to a bar and find us some BLGs, baby. Better than a BLT, bacon, lettuce, tomato. Who the fuck ruins bacon with lettuce and tomato? You fucking crazy? Do you like to just dip your fucking bacon in water? Oh, excuse me. Water with a pinch of zest. Oh, I'm sorry. Water with a pinch of zest and a little bit of acid. That's it. What the fuck?
Urbans_Happy Fun Show donated $1. What's your opinion on Fish Tank and how it ended and the future of it?
Let me tell you why it ended. It's not why they said. Okay? First off, let me make this fucking clear as day. I love Fish Tank. I love the crew like family, okay? Those motherfuckers, you know what? They're the real motherfuckers, okay? Number 2, let me tell you the real reason why they got shut down, okay? The reason they told you they shut down was a cover-up. You see, the reason they shut down is the city found out that I was coming out that very night. That was when I was supposed to appear. That was when I was going to bring good old Madame Yasuda, and we were going to get into shape while working out and torturing some motherfuckers. But guess what? The city caught word of it. And you see, I've lost a lot of weight, you know? So much weight that I was strong enough to shove Bert into a suitcase, to sneak him through TSA, bring him on the show. But you see, the reason why they got shut down by the city is they heard I was coming. And there is not a single permit in the U.S. that allows people like me to carry guns this big. Yeah, motherfuckers, they wouldn't let me come on the show because these were too high caliber. You know what they said? They said, we have licenses that let you carry 20 millimeter cannons. We have licenses for 40 millimeter flat cannons. We even have a fucking license to let you own 120 millimeter fucking actual World War II cannon if you wanted to, right? But I don't got fucking the proper paperwork for these bad boys. So remember, if you want to be screaming something about these guns, you got to use that TTS, man. That's the only way we'll be able to hear that beautiful voice in a more vocalized format. You know what I'm saying? Be heard. You heard? That being said, look, man. I seriously feel bad for the Fish Day crew getting shut down. I feel bad that it was all over me coming out there and not being able to get the proper paperwork filed for these bad boys. Yeah, you'd be surprised how many states actually let you stay when you have 345 millimeter cannons for arms. For those of you wondering about the TTSs, by the way, they are only a fucking buck. You know how cheap that is? That's cheaper than a fucking dollar menu item at McDonald's. Because if you didn't know, they charge you tax, and that's $1.06. Well, I mean, if you're in Michigan, it's $1.06. I think it's $1.03 actually in Michigan. Is it? No, it's $1.06. It's $1.06. It's $1.06. Cheaper than a motherfucking meal at McDonald's, motherfucker. Cheaper than that. Think about that. A world where you can set a TTS and it's cheaper than a motherfucking dollar menu item. Or better yet, even cheaper than the motherfucking Dollar Tree. Oh my God. Can we talk about that for a moment? Remember when Dollar Tree used to be the fucking spot to go to when you were high? Oh, go in there with a fucking 20, walk out with 5 family-sized bags of chips, 5 fucking 2 liters of Faygo. Walk out with like 5 fucking giant-ass bags of candy. Like if you're stoned and you walked in there with $20 and you got 5 of 4 different items, you were feasting like a motherfucker. And they didn't just have the candies and the snacks. They had mac and cheese and shit like that. But now, Dollar Tree, they got $1.25 at like their cheapest item. They got $20 ceiling fans now. $30 things, $20 things. Wouldn't surprise me if soon enough they start carrying $100 items too. How soon until Dollar Tree is just another fucking Walmart? How soon? How soon? Because to be honest, right? I'd like to know how soon we get that time machine going. I want to go back in time. I want to go back in time to the year 2005. Have you guys seen the time traveler from 2005? That dude's motherfucking funny. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, my friends, we're going to take it back to 2005 for a minute. I'm going to quit trying to do the voice. I'm not good at it. But we're going to go back to 2005 for a minute. Okay? And we're going to do a little diss track, a little diss song, if you would. Because as much as I'm enjoying sitting here talking, right, there's this certain sensation on the tip of my nose that stings. Like I got stung by a bug. And that bug's name's Ian. I'ma spit you a song that's nothing but straight facts. I ain't gonna sit there like my name's Ian in a fucking hat. I'ma sit there and not tell you nothing, not no motherfucking cab. It's a motherfucking truth type of gat. The type to go rat-a-tat-tat-tat. I'm telling you now, Ian's nothing but full of crap. That's what I'm loud. I'ma tell you it now. Ian's bullshitting loud. And I'ma tell you this real quickly right here and now. You see, when he comes to you, he wants to make videos. He wants to do shit for free. He don't want to sit there and take care of the people that done put the beans in his bag, man. Get that fucking money in his bag. I'm the guy that got him his motherfucking cheddar right now. I'm the motherfucking #1 on his channel. And yet he wants to try to ignore me. But I'm like a cancer. You can't ignore me, man, because I'll be sitting blast you. I'll be sitting there affecting you even when you ain't paying attention to me. I'll be sitting there in your bloodstream, sitting there going through just a toxic way. I'm gonna sit there and go now like I am toxic waste. I ain't no damn waste. I ain't gonna sit there and waste my time today, right? Cause I'm back in black and I'm here today. Back in black and that's what I say. Okay. You wanna know why? Because I'm back in black! Face and pass! You gotta go, you gotta get this, gotta get loose! Get loose! Holy fuck, I need some water. I need some water. It's like I'm yours. 'Cause you done got out of bed, I felt it. I tried to catch you, but you was wild, but I melted. I fell right through the cracks, and I'm trying to give back before the cool done run out of me, giving me my bestest, and nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention. Thank you. Oh, I reckon it's again my turn to give out that word. And I'm telling you right now the truth. I'm here just with you. 'Cause, lady, open up your mind and see like me. Open up your heart and damn, you're free. Won't you see? Won't you open up your place to see? Ain't no better way than hanging with me, won't you, baby? Even if I'm not doing it right, won't you notice my love? 'Cause I'm yours. Skur-a-doo-doo-doo-doo. 'Cause yeah, you best believe I'm yours. Know what I'm saying, know what I'm saying. I had to remix that shit. I ain't gonna cap. I had to. I felt that. It was like a magical spell, you know, just a whoop, boom, like a boop, boop, boop type of thing. Now let me ask you guys something. Do you guys remember the early 2000s when it seemed like every rap artist made some form of R&B? Back when, well, I remember when there were times inside my soul, deep from within. Let's keep doing this now. Yeah. Let's get it boosting up. I don't want to sit here and fuck up. I had a girl in my life and then I went and messed up. Ooh. Now I'm sitting there thinking of you, and I'm stuck inside my own head wondering what could have been. Back inside the old days, back inside the moments that we had, all the times that we had gladly, and I think about the moments, I be thinking about it like every time that I close my eyes. I dream of you every time that I used to look inside them sweet brown eyes. Yeah, I'ma do this right now like my name is Kid Carson. I'm gonna keep it like I'm in the car right now. Gonna pull up and say what's up and take this out there and keep it going now. What's up? We been living our lives, we can't slow it down now. We can't motherfucking die, man. We can't just give up right now. Even though it might be simple, yeah. Simple, yeah. Seriously, ladies and gentlemen, much love to everyone out there tonight. Shout out to my boy Carson, man, Ken Carson, man. Hopefully you're doing good. Shout out to your boy Filthy. Shout out to everyone, man. You know, let's talk for a moment about some chill moments, right? For instance, you know, I recently had a chance to chill with Ken Carson for a bit, bringing him up, right? I got to chill with him for a little bit. It was kind of chill, you know what I'm saying? I got to take a photo with him, and you know, each time that I happen to cross paths with
Urbans_Happy Fun Show donated $1. Ski by Dibby Dib Yoda Dub Dub, Yoda Dub Dub Ski by Dibby Dib Yoda Dub Dub, Yoda Dub Dub on the Scatman Ski by Dibby Dib Yoda Dub Dub, Yoda Dub Dub Ski by Dibby Dib Yoda Dub Dub, Yoda Dub Dub.
That
Bada
being
bada
said,
bobby bop bop.
I need to say this real quick, right? every fucking time that we have shown up to a show, and Carson's been there, right? Ken Carson. Every time he's been there and he's seen us, he's usually always pulling up in the car or whatever. And the first time he sees us, he's always telling us, driver, yo, stop, y'all, I got to take a photo real quick. So stop real quick. Every freaking time, and I love it. Brings a smile to my face, and it's one of the freaking highlights, man. It's like recently, one of our recent Rolling Lounge, right? We were there, and we saw Kai Cenat there, and that was freaking awesome. By the way, Kai, hit your boy up. I'm always down to do a collaboration, man. I remember we saw each other for a moment, and, it's kind of crazy. But you know who else we met, too? You know who else we met this Rolling Loud? And it's someone you wouldn't even expect, right? Because you hear this person's voice, and you think, Lightning McQueen, right? You think of Mater's best friend. But Owen motherfucking Wilson was there, too. And again, these two people were there, the same event, same Rolling Loud, within, moments of each other, right? Let me tell you guys something, right? Doing these events, I have had the chance to meet a lot of amazing people from... Okay, I made sure the watch didn't disappear. I thought, Trinity here was trying to pretend to be a pickpocket. Hey, bud. Anyhow, for those of you wondering, right, I'm actually tight with a lot of these people, right? Especially, I bring up Ken Carson, right? But literally, we're so tight that he literally stops the vehicle for me. You know what I'm saying? He stops the car. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually tight with a lot of these people. Carson, Cardi, all them, you know what I'm saying? Badlands, too. Oof. For those of you who don't know, for those of you wondering, too, when's the next time me and Badlands are going to link up? Trust me. Soon. Wink, wink. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Wink, wink. Trust me. This is going to go good. But that being said, I really am friendly with a lot of the people I've worked with, right? And a lot of the people that I meet, I tend to become friends with because I'm just that kind of guy, man. I got that motherfucking yellow, ouch energy to me. There's a whole aura color chart, right? And they say yellow is like the bubbly personality type, and maybe I'm not exactly bubbly, but I do have a very outgoing personality. Know what I'm saying? Good girl, Trin, good girl. But, I actually just got a good question sent in, right? And that is, what has to be one of the worst events I've ever done? And honestly, and it's going to sound like, oh, you jaded, whatever, but it's not that. It's just the Creator Clash stuff was the absolute worst. The absolute. Because you go there, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to this event. I'm going to sing. I'm able to chill with Ian for a little bit. I saw Ian for 5 fucking minutes total during that event. Like 5 minutes total. Hey, how you doing? Here's your credentials. You know what you're doing? Okay, here's the fucking tiny-ass room. You're going to go sit there and practice your song. And, oh, we told you were going to have a room to practice in that's private, away from people. Now we're putting you in the crafts room, where everyone walks in and out to get fucking food. Meanwhile, you're on a fucking weight loss journey. You know? We're looking at going to Charleston, South Carolina here in a few days, you know what I'm saying? Well, not a few days, but we're it's soon, you know what I'm saying? It's soon. Sometimes soon feels like a few days, but in reality, it's a little more time than that. But we'll be going out there having a good time. Look at my lighter, I just dropped it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to lose my buddy's lighter. You don't lose your friend's lighter, because you don't want to have to make them have to get a lighter leash. But I will be going out there to good old South Carolina, man. It's going to be a good time, you know what I'm saying? But it's going to be this month, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Meredith, man, for some Kenny Powers, you know what I'm saying? The power will end type of guy, that Kenny Powers. After all, I'm that motherfucker. You gotta be that man. Know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And plus, you know what else? Danny McBride, man. We'll be hanging with him, too. That's right. We'll be hanging with good old Danny. You know what I'm saying? Mr. McBride himself. And y'all are going to absolutely love it. I'm telling you, it's going to be a great time. Great time regardless. I always say regardless, right? Like there's some sort of downside. But there never is. You know what I'm saying? There never fucking is. You usually make a good memory no matter what, you know? But I've been collaborating with a lot of people, you know? A lot of, pictures, you know? You know what I'm saying? You know, like rough how pictures, you know? Not bad, holy hell. Had that pre-smoke session earlier. So my wording's all weird and everything. I sound like
Urbans
Yoda
underscore Happy Fun Show donated $1. Screebadi bada bo. Shu bdi wa. Scrabadu. Wa bada falifaru. Bada badi da baru taru
Urban
baru.
Fun Show. Hold up. Are you trying to do? And I'm the Scott Man.
Urbans underscore Happy Fun Show donated $1. Flablu blifablu. Glisha maru shmiru. Didawa dabano nano. Shalafamaru kivu dafala.
All right, now I just gotta ask: are you trying to speak a language that ain't English, or are you actually gonna scat? Cause I'm the Scat Man. You know what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? You know what I'm saying? That being said, you know, we did a merch promo for Danny McBride recently, you know what I'm saying, for the whole Kenny Powers thing, you know. A real nice line of merch, you know what I'm saying? It'd make any man look a lot more handsome, trust me. It's like a magical piece of armor from D&D. It gives you +5 in handsomeness, +3 to charisma, you know? That being said, man, I hope you guys are all doing well and beautiful tonight. It is a lovely, lovely evening, you know? But that's the thing, right? Something y'all don't realize, I'm actually going to be going to meeting them, saying hi, shaking hands, making content gold. You know what I'm saying? Bringing smiles to people's faces. Because sometimes in life, all we got to do is bring two people together to make gold out of dirt. That's the
Urbans underscore Happy Fun Show donated $1. Everybody's saying that the Scatman stutters but doesn't ever stutter when he sings, but what you don't know, I'm gonna tell you right now that the stutter and the scat is the same thing.
Exactly, man. But yeah. By the way, if you guys haven't checked out any good shows recently, you gotta check out Tires, man. I'm telling you right now, great show, good and funny one. I'm telling you that right now. I'm telling you that. Bunch of great comedians on there, and you know, if you're looking for a good laugh, you gotta check it out. That's all I'm gonna say. You gotta check out Tires. It's good shit. Good shit. You know what I'm saying? Really gives like a more mature King of the Hill-esque vibe, if you want my opinion, right? Or like what the fuck was that one show called on Netflix a few years back? It'll hit me in a minute. It was a fucking show about a dispensary. Dispensary was called like Ruth's Alternative Caring or something like that. Owner was named Ruth, some old fucking bitchy lady. Caring bitchy lady, but bitchy lady nevertheless. Reminds me of a certain someone I know. Someone who likes to talk a lot of shit.
Urbans underscore Happy Fun Show donated $1. Ratamala kiva, wu dabazi ruba, shifa rudi balada badafaru, rufaziva kilataru.
Careful now. You might end up summoning Cthulhu. Just remember, if you hear a outside your door, followed by a series of run! Because he's coming for you. Because his name's John Cena! By the way, ladies and gentlemen, look for a future WWE cage match between me and John Cena. Been working on that one for a while. Just watch. A real beast is going to enter the ring. A true beast. A real king. You know what they call me? The salesman. You know why? Because I talk so smooth, I be handing out these ass whoopers. Okay, let me calm down. Getting a little loud here, okay? Let me calm down. Let's talk about memories, okay? Good time.
Urbans_Happy Fun Show donated $1. We will all summon the Cthulhu Lord himself, known as the Scatman. We will praise thee, bow down, with his skivity dibbity. Beady Bob.
You know, maybe that's something the world needs right now. It's just a lot more Scatman. Yes, Trin. Thank you for helping to remind me to calm down. I'm getting too excited here. We started shit-talking in and having a good time. It's a good day, actually. But let's talk about life stories, right? Do you guys ever think to yourself, you know, if my life were a novel, what chapters of it would be featured in the first book? Right? What chapters would you pick from your life that if a person only read through one book, they could leave with a relatively enjoyed story and have full context? Hey, buddy? Go puppy, go puppy. You gotta love dogs, man, I'm telling you. Let's talk about dogs for a minute, right? We got Trent over here just under the desk. You might see her little nose and face pop up. She's an adorable American bulldog. She's adorable, and she is absolutely amazing, right? And I'm gonna be honest, right? I don't think we deserve animals as much as we have them and as much as they love us unconditionally, right? Humanity just really does not actually give a fuck about animals. We really don't as a species. Because it really wouldn't be hard for us to signal out those who don't give a shit and actually do something about it. But no. We're content saying that we want to do action. Or praying someone else will. Yes, Trend buddy? Good girl, good girl. That being said, if you want to help really beautify your environment, right? Hang a bird feeder. Make a small garden, you know? Make a move to help change your environment because no one else is going to. It's gonna be up to us. It's gonna be up to us to make this world
Urbans_Happy Fun Show donated $1. Scatman John entrusted me his powers to give to you to create Scatman Lafon.
Scatman Lafon, man. Why does that sound like it has a ring to it? Why did I say that so weirdly? I should say that has a good ring to it. Scatman Lafon. Though, I feel like you'd have to change it up a little bit. You can never do that, you know? That being said, you know what drives me nuts sometimes? I mean absolutely fucking nuts. It's the fact that these motherfucking chairs are so goddamn tiny, man. Whatever happened to good-sized chairs? Like back in the day. You know what I'm saying? You know what the hell I'm saying? Now look, let me ask you guys something. Do you guys ever find yourselves having issues with your lightsaber working? Maybe you can't get it to turn on just right. That happens sometimes, you know? I don't have an issue with it. Mine turns on just fine. Does yours?
Mag cycle.
Mine also has a bunch of settings too.
Glitch.
Like this one. Hold on. I can find a better one than that. Alright, we just go. Okay, Trent. Okay, bud. Okay, buddy. Okay, we're good. Trust me. Lightsaber's off, buddy, okay? You don't gotta destroy the set. I promise. Yeah, it's gone. Bad guy gone. Bad guy go bye-bye. I promise. Bad guy go bye-bye. Right, chat? Help me out here. Someone's at the TTS to help me out here. Yeah, it's written. Bad guy go bye-bye. Bad guy went bye-bye. It's fine. Yeah, bad guy went bye-bye. It's fine. See what I mean? We don't deserve the unfiltered love that is puppies and kittens and all that shit, man. It's that kind of thing you gotta think about. With that being said, man, we are going to be taking ourselves a brief intermission, and we will be right back.
It's intermission time, folks. So hurry, hurry, hurry. Step right over to our refreshment center for the most extravagant array of refreshment goodies ever assembled under one roof.
Give me something else! Give me something else, yeah.
Strike two!
God damn it! The lucky fucking bat! The lucky fucking bat! Now!
It's not even a bat, but okay.
It's alright! It's
我有几个球真的打不回去。
这个球飞到的是在左野方向。This ball is long gone, just like the ex-girlfriend who will never return. Home run!
That's stained glass. Can your bong do that? Gentlemen, what's going on? It's your boy coming at you from the studio, and I wanted to talk to you guys for a second. You see, have you ever been left wondering what you should get for someone special in your life? Maybe you want a special treat, but you don't know what it is. Or maybe you want to replace that old answer machine. Or hey, you know what? This might even be stretching it, but maybe you're a business person looking for an ad or someone to do a production tag for you. Well, look no further than my Cameo, where I do all of that and then some. So what are you waiting for? Check out my Cameo today. They make amazing gifts, amazing little personal treats, and hey, if you happen to need some motivation, I can help you get off your ass. That being said, what are you waiting for? Check it out today. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? It's your boy. And I'm here with Rico, the puppy, and Trin, the big-ass puppy. Two opposites of the puppies, right? I want to talk about some things we've learned. Things we've learned the past few years that have helped us grow to become many new things, right? From a new man new content creator. And I want to talk about stuff in particular, right? Things we've learned tonight. And what we learned tonight in particular, right? Well, we've learned that Ian will stoop to no bottomest level to fuck his own name up. We've learned that Ian is not strong enough to get a divorce. Something he really needs. That being said, we've also learned that, well, we should always try to be human and care for each other. Love one another, right? You know, and we also learned some examples of how to live a good life. Some examples of how not to live a good life. Some stuff we didn't learn, of course, is, well, we didn't learn the secret to making $1 million. Because Ian definitely didn't have that. We didn't learn how to create a super nuclear Newtonic super drug. We haven't learned how to get a doctor's degree, right? But we have learned today a great many things that shall guide us in the future. New wisdoms, new facts. And isn't that all we can ask for in our day-to-day life? How about a little wisdom for you guys for a moment here? A little something that can help guide you guys through life. And I'm going to take my hat off for a quick moment to let the wisdom flow out of my head to you guys. And that's this. Always do your best to show love to the people in your life. To care. To be there for them. Because you never know when something big in your life can come in and change everything. And something I wanted to kind of bring up for a moment is to show a little bit of love to one of our friends down in Texas. If you've lived under a rock like your name is Patrick Starr, they've been going through some pretty tough flooding, okay? And so, you know, do take a moment today to look into really all the different resources out there. The Kerr County website has some resources for people out there that want to help out. CF Texas is another place you can look to. CFTexas.org is another place that's trying to help out. But in general, right, I want to emphasize love and really trying to give hope to people these days, because we already have enough Anisas in this world, right? We have enough Anisas creating enough Ians in this world. We need good people in our lives that are going to inspire, like Bob Ross or Mr. Rogers, you know? And hey, if in all this time I've spent yapping, I've done nothing else than inspire you to do better than I can, well then, I can say happily that I've done my job in life. And you know, that's a real fact of Fatty right there. When you can take away a little lesson from every little thing you do, that's quite special, ain't it? It's quite special indeed. It's like a conversation with your father that you desperately needed, and when you finally have it, you're just like, damn, that was a good talk, man. Or it's like, you know, that moment when you walk past that certain someone and you realize that you're looking at the person of your dreams. Or in a moment when a cute little puppy comes up, wants some pets. How we doing, Rico? How we doing, buddy? But one thing you can always walk away from when you come see me and when you come chill with me is that I will do my best to always put out the positive vibes. Any times that I have to put the fuck you vibes out, it's usually a properly earned fuck you vibe kind of day. Hey boy, how you doing, boy? Oh. Yeah? Do my ears tasty, huh? That being said, look, okay? To those of you out there who keep on bringing up that you guys want to see us maybe do some call-in type stuff, you know, do like some of these other guys do where they have calls for people to call in and talk and bring up subjects and such. That is something we are working on coming in the future. Yeah, Rico? You know what? Yeah? Yeah? Yeah, I worked you up a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. I guess he's like you guys. He's like, get the calls going, motherfucker. Yeah, boy. Might need to go out for a bit. He's like, I'm chilling under here right now, man. Fuck you. Oh, you gotta love Rico. He's easy to excite, though. That's the thing that you gotta learn about smaller dogs. They're easy to excite. Unlike Trin, who's a big girl. Look at her. She's just sitting there. Meanwhile, Rico's like, huh? Oh, this is a person? This thing? You want me to pick you up? Huh? You want me to pick you up? Here. Here you go, big guy. Oof. Would you look at that? Oh. Oh, my. Yeah, bud? Oh. Okay, bud. Okay. Okay. Woo-hoo. Okay. Okay, buddy. Oh, okay. Here. You want to take him for... Oh, he wants a hug. Let me give him a hug. There you go, buddy. Okay, ready? Got you. Got you, buddy. Here you go. Whew. Oh. That was like the most adorable little photo bomb ever. Oh. Like I said, chat, like I said, we do not deserve the dogs in this world. Oh, hey, Cody, I didn't see you right there. How you doing, bud? You're like, screw that, I'm not a camera guy. I'm camera shy. Yeah, now you're all like, I want some pets now. That Trin's all the man for the pets. See what I mean? Sorry about that. We don't deserve dogs' love, man. They love us unconditionally, man. That being said, if you got people you care about, make sure you call them and let them know you care about them, man, because you know who's going to have them here. Look at Trin. She's just all chilled, relaxed. That's the kind of vibe we like to have here, you know? We get excited, we get high energy, but at the end of the day, yeah, let me just keep petting you. At the end of the day, we always try to be chill and relaxed, you know what I'm saying? But as I was saying, right, there are some of you out there that keep suggesting that we do some sort of call-in, right? Like a lot of old school telethon shows. And the thing is, we are trying to set something up like that. It is something that we hope to have set up. I don't want to give an exact date, right? But we are trying to work in the near future to have that somehow implemented. How that's going to look, we don't exactly know just yet. Currently, we're looking at the option of setting up an online type of thing, like a Discord type thing. But we never know, right? There's a myriad of options to go about it. We're trying to find the absolute best one for it. You know what I'm saying? That being said, hey, Twin, you lovey dog, baby. Such a good dog, you know that? That being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get a couple more facts out real quick for you guys before we move on to a little bit of something fun, you know what I'm saying? And the next fact is this, right? Did you guys know that the Anakin Skywalker, the Skywalker Heritage lightsaber, right? That lightsaber has an actual name. And it is named after a specific old school camera piece. Because it's actually made from a part from a camera. And it's called a Graflix. Graftlix. Graflix. And it is an actual part to old school cameras. And I think they even still use them in new school ones. I might be wrong. Actually, as a matter of fact, I could be definitely wrong, right? Because that's old school tech. But, yeah, no, it's a lightsaber that was built by that. And then Obi-Wan Kenobi's actually has the little part that you guys think is a grenade. It actually is a grenade. That is actually a grenade head to a grenade. You'll find that those lightsabers were a lot of crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of crazy shit you guys don't know about. You know what I'm saying? That being said, speaking of Star Wars, right? I want to read a page out of a book real quick, right? An old Star Wars book. And this here is the George Lucas original Star Wars. This is from the Adventures of Luke Skywalker. The year's best movie by Time Magazine. What year was this book produced? Let me look for a production date. Hang on, Trin, 1 second here, buddy. Oh, okay, here. Got your hand. Looking for a production date. I'm not so good at reading sometimes, so give me a second. I'll find a production date here. There is a bloody production. There's no production date on this son of a bitch. Well, that's the 20th Century Fox logo. cost $1.95 brand new. I'm going to say this is released late 80s. Late 80s, early 90s, probably. But I'm going to find a page, random page, and we're going to read it, okay? I'm going to take my hat off for this one. It's like reading the Holy Scripture, right? Star Wars, right? This is the Holy Scripture to us. Alright. I'm going to turn to a random page. And we're going to go with page 85 of Star Wars. Let's angle over the way anyhow. Someone may be in trouble. Luke turned the speeder before long. The rising wisps of smoke that Kenobi had somehow detected earlier became visible to him as well. Dropping a slight rise, the speeder dropped down gently into a slope, into a broad, shallow canyon that was filled with twisted, burned shapes. Some of them organic and some not. And down in the center of this carnage, looking like a beached metal whale, lay the shattered hull of a Jawa sandcrawler. Luke brought the speeder to a halt. Kenobi followed him onto the sand, and together they began to examine the disastrous destruction. It looks like the sand people did it. All right. Here's about the tracks. Luke noticed a gleam of metal, half buried in the sand. And there's a piece of one of those big double axes of theirs. He shook his head in confusion, but never of the raiders hitting something this big. He heard of the raiders hitting something this big. He leaned back, staring up at... Hey, that's my tummy Tom. That's my tummy Tom here, asshole. Come on, asshole. That's my tummy Tom. Hey. No, we do not eat a book. Okay, we do not eat book. Hats of faith. Hats of fury. I have learned your weakness like a Pokemon. You are weak to hat types. He's weak to hat type strategy. He's weak to the hat type. Oh. And I'm weak to Trinity's boogers. Oh. And then he took my hat. No, Rico. He took my hat. Can I get a hand? Fucking. Poor freaking Rico. Poor Rico. Whew. Little Rico. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you guys so much for that. Oh, Trinity, how you doing, baby? Hey, Cody. You want to come on camera for a moment, buddy? Hey, bud. Here, let's try to finish off a page real quick, all right? Let's try to... Okay. You guys are like two boxers coming at me just relentlessly. Okay, I'll give you a hug, bud. Here you go, your daily hug. This is Cody, by the way. He's our other of the studio dogs. He's a good puppy, good boy. He's not the only boy. Trinity's the only girl, which is surprising. I grew up in the family where it was only like me and Matt who were the only guys. Poor Trinity was the only gal here, huh? Only gal, you don't have a gal to paint nails with. Anyhow, let's find us a passage here, right? Let's go with, we'll go with this one, page 25. So they had to fight their way across the unstable surface. We seem to have been made to suffer. 3PO moaned in self-pity. He's a rotten existence. Something squeaked in his right leg as he winced. I've got to rest before I fall apart. My internals still haven't recovered from... Oh, Rico, you're back at it again, buddy. Really? You trying to nibble, bum bibble? Really, buddy? Come here, boy. Come here. Come here. Come here, boy. Give me your hug. Now, look, Rico, you gotta go for a minute, okay? You gotta let me do my thing, Rico, okay? You gotta let me do my thing. You gotta let me read my book, Rico. Come on. What? What? Oh, whoa, Cody. Whoa, Cody. Rico. Okay, read the book. Let me read the book. Let me read the book, Rico. Great, now I lost my page, Rico. That's the third time. Alright, third time's a charm. Let's find one more random page. We're going to get through a random page today before we end the show. We're going to get through this page. Here we go. We'll start with chapter 2. We got chapter 2 here. Ready? I might do 5 pages even. You never know. But first things first, chapter 2. It was an old settler saying that you could burn your eyes out faster staring straight and hard at the sun-scorched flatlands of Tatooine than by looking directly at its own 2 huge suns themselves. The power endless waste. Despite the glare, life could and did exist in the fullands formed by the long evaporated sea beds. Only one thing made it possible: the reintroduction of water. For human purpose, however, the water of Tatooine was only marginally accessible. The atmosphere yielded its moisture with reluctance. It had to be coaxed down out of the hard blue sky. Coaxed, forced, yanked down to the parched surface. The 2 figures whose concern was obtaining that moisture were standing on the slight rise of those inhospitable flats. One of the pair was stiff and metal. His sand-pitted vaporizer sunk securely through sand and into deeper rock. The figure next to it is a good deal more animated, though no less sun-weathered. Luke Skywalker was twice the age of the 10-year-old Vaporator, but much less secure at the moment. He was swearing softly in reluctant valve and minister to just the temporal device. From time to time, he resorted to some unsettled pounding in place of using a hammer. Okay. Number 2, next page we're going to do. Next random page. Ready? First off, let's examine this for a moment, right? What are they saying in this? Well, they're walking across some sand. It's 3PO, some kid, and Luke. Now let's jump to another random point in the book and read that page. We're going to go with this one here, which has illustrations from the movie with words. My favorite kind of book. See, 3PO is a tall robot with a gleaming metallic surface. As a humanoid robot, as a human relations specialist, he translates thousands of the galactic languages, including the electronic tongues spoken by many robots. His human-like appearance is often matched with his human-like behavior as well. RTD2 is a meter-high, cylindrical robot whose face is a sophisticated computer repair and information retrieval robot. Can only speak to another robot in a series of electronic sounds. His thick-clawed legs carry a feisty, rebellious automation into a series of dangerous encounters. Chewbacca, the 100-year-old giant Wookiee, co-pilots the Millennium Falcon. A huge arthropod has a quasi-monkey face with a large blue eyes that soften his awesome appearance. His language includes a little more than a series of grunts, which can reach a deafening crescendo with his tempers roused. And that just kind of sounds like a character, like a synopsis or bio. Might as well read the last 2 that are on the other side too, just be safe, you know. Gotta learn about all the guys here. Stormtroopers are the drones of the Galactic Empire who carry out the reign of terror amongst the disheartened worlds of the galaxy. Hidden underneath white armored spacesuits, these fearsome troops endure the restrictive laws with callous disregard for human rights. Quite often, they are tools used to further the personal ambitions of the Imperial governors and the bureaucrats. Fuck them bureaucrats! Tip tip tirio and the Boston Tea Party and all that shit. One more person though, let's hear. Alliance of underground freedom fighters are challenging the tyranny and the oppression of the awesome galactic empire. Idealists and adventurers from small numbers of systems have joined together to stop the growing outrages striking from the fortresses hidden among the billions of stars and galaxies. The rebel spaceships have been whining to grow numbers viciously. Not a bad page, not a bad page. With some pretty pictures, of course. One more page, ready? Go, 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 stop. Right here, page 101. Take you to school, this page. Safe he was not, but in the company of Kenobi, the giant Wookiee began to feel confident that no one in the bar would assault him with so much as a dirty look. In a rear booth, they encountered a sharp-featured young man, perhaps 5 years older than Luke, perhaps a dozen. It was difficult to tell. He displayed the openness of the utterly confident or the insanely reckless. At their approach, the man sent the humanoid wench who had been wiggling on his lap on away with a whisper, something which left wide a human grin on her face. The Wookiee Chewbacca rumbled something at the man, and he nodded in response, glancing up at the newcomers pleasantly. It's pretty handy with a saber, old man. Not often one sees that kind of swordplay in this part. Not this part of the Empire no more. He downed a prodigious portion of whatever filled his mug. And Han Solo, captain of the Millennium Falcon. Suddenly, he became all business. Joey tells me you're looking for passage to the old Orion system. That's right, son. Some fast ship. Kenobi told him, Solo, damn brittle at the sun. Fast ship? You mean you never heard of the Millennium Falcon? Kenobi appeared amused. Should I? It's a ship that made the Kessel Run in less than 12 standard time parts. It's not time parts, jackass, it's parsecs. Time parts. Solo told him indignantly, I've outrun Imperial starships and Corellian cruisers, and Ray, I don't think she's fast enough for you, old man. His outrage subsided rapidly. What's your cargo? Only passengers, myself and the boy, and 2 droids. No questions asked. No questions, Solo regarded his mug. Finally looked up. His local trouble? Let's just say we'd like to avoid any Imperial entanglements, Kenobi replied easily. These days, that could be a real trick. It costs you a little extra. He did some mental figuring. All in. That's the last 2 words of the page. You don't get to know how much he charged him yet. Fuck you, lightsaber. Turn off. I don't care. We got another page to read. Random page. Right here. We're doing page 84. Vader and Tarkin stood there quietly, giving her plenty of time to studying the hovering nightmare. The governor, in particular, did not delude himself into shock, thinking that the mere presence of the device would shock her into getting the information in which they needed. Note that he reflects...
Mike C has just tipped $5 Canadian through Super Chat. Love you, fatty. From Ashton.
Love you too, brother. Love you very much. Love you long time. That being said, he reflected that ensuing session would be especially unpleasant. There'd always be enlightenment and knowledge to be gained from such encounters. And the senator promised to be the most interesting subject. After a subtle interval had passed, he motioned to the machine. Now, Senator Organa, Princess Organa, he will discuss the location of the principal rebel base. And the machine moved closer, traveling in a rising hum. Its indifferent spherical form blocked out Vader and the governor and the rest of the cell. Only the light. Muffled sounds penetrated the cell walls and thick doors, drifting out into the hallway beyond. They barely introduced the peace and quiet of the hallway, humming past the sealed chamber. Even so, guards stationed immediately outside managed to find an excuse to edge a sufficient distance away to where those oddly modulated sounds could no longer be heard at all. Vader, that's your daughter. What the fuck? He brought the weird ball thing and tortured her with it. I'm disturbed. But we set a goal for 5 pages today. And it's time for page 5. Y'all ready for this? Final page. We're going to go with the final page here. The final full page. Ready? A cheering, gleeful throng of technicians and mechanics and other inhibitions of the Alliance at headquarters swarmed around the fighter. As it touched down, taxied into the temple hangar. Several of the other surveying pilots had already vacated the ships and were waiting to greet Luke. On the opposite side of the fighter, the crowd was far smaller and more restrained. Consisted of a couple of technicians and one tall humanoid droid who watched worriedly as the humans mounted the scorched fighter and lifted a badly burned metal hulk from its back. "Oh my, R2, 3PO pleaded, bending close to the carbonized robot. "Can you hear me? Say something." His unwinking gaze turned to one of the techs. "You can repair him, can't you?" "We'll do our best." The man studied the vaporized metal, the dangling components. "He's taken a terrible beating." "You must repair him, sir. If any of my circuits or modules will help, I'll gladly donate them." They moved slowly away, oblivious to the noise and excitement around them. Between robots and the humans who repaired them, their existence, a very special relationship. Each partook a little of the other, and sometimes the dividing line between man and machine was more blurred than many would admit. The center of the carnal atmosphere was formed by 3 figures who battled to see who could unlikely sort of acclaim might be found as a full attention operation of Organa. She noticed his unbiased stare, but this time she smiled.
Mark Cavalli Rising has just tipped $14.99 through Super Chat. Big fan and supporter, brother. I'm gonna get a cameo from you soon. Keep rising, Chris. From Mark, the artist.
Fuck yeah, Mark! We love you, dude! Thank you! Much love to our Australian brothers and sisters. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, holy crud. This has been, oh my gosh, an amazing night. A great evening. It's been a fun show. Whew. But let me tell you something. The evening, well, she grows old. And as the old lady says, sometimes we must rest and recover for the next day. So, ladies and gentlemen, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and follow, and do all that pretty shit, you know what I'm saying? Remember that, if you got a loved one that you care about, reach out and, let them know you care. Some people just need to hear that. Just like I just need little Rico to give me my little cuddles, buddy. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a lovely night. So does little Rico, before he goes singing a song and waking the neighborhood. Y'all have been absolutely amazing tonight in helping us enjoy an evening. I hope to catch you guys in the next one, trust me. It's going to be a lot of fun. Until then, keep it real, keep it chill, and I got you, Rico. Remember to let those of you around that you love know that you love them. Like, I love you, Rico, buddy. You big buddy. I love you, little guy. He's a little butthead, but he's a good butthead, you know, the good kind. But he's trying to eat my hair. He's so adorable. You're so adorable, buddy. Okay. 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 Whoop, whoop. I got you, buddy. Yeah. Yeah. Did you,